everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the new sewing pattern releases. We have had a really good week. I've got some lush patterns to talk you through. We had feedback from someone last week who said, which I will try and make sure that I do, to mention when I'm talking about the patterns, what format they come in. So I will put that in, and I'm sorry that I haven't done that before because that was a very good point. So I'm going to get started. The first one is probably my favourite release of the week. I was really excited about this one. It's the Lee Carmel jumpsuit. This is a PDF pattern and it comes in sizes 6 to 28. So just before I get into it, I bought a ready-to-wear jumpsuit like this for the summer and I have lived in it. So I'm going to vouch for this shape. It's really useful. So before we go into the pictures, I'm going to show you the line drawing so you get a bit more of an idea of what's going on. It's quite a short bodice on this jumpsuit, which I really like. Really, really wide legs to the point that you think, actually, is this a dress? Gathered around the waist, and then 4 different neckline options, which I think is fab. So there's these quite nice square neckline with quite wide straps, a V-neck, a kind of low round neck, and then my probably favourite is this really cute kind of V-neck with a little collar. It almost makes it look like a little like sailory jumpsuit. I think it's really cute, and Nina's made it with a little broderie anglais trim around the edge, which adds that kind of little scallop detail, which is very much in all the high street shops over the last couple of summers. I think it's gorgeous. It's such a lovely pattern. I think you'd wear this loads. I'm definitely going to make this. I love it. I think it's fab. So that's the first one, most excited about. Next one, we've got the Bella Love Billy trousers. These are a PDF only pattern. They come in sizes 6 to 22. This shape was, again, in the high street a lot this summer. I know that it will continue through to the winter. So high-waisted, wide leg. They're all like a proper pair of trousers, a zip fly. It's got a pleat at the front, pockets, waistbands with belt loops. The thing to me that makes them great in terms of the back, if you look at the back at the top of the line drawing, you can see that there are 2 darts below the waist. This is so good in terms of your fit. Because they're wide leg, you really want to make sure that they're quite fitted at the top in terms of this sort of silhouette. I think it looks better if it's quite kind of, not tight fitting, but you know, close fitting around the top before the leg goes out. So the double dart at the back is really fantastic in terms of fit. You can really get it kind of nice and smooth and kind of fitting well with this. So I was really excited about these. I think these would be a good investment to make. And they're just, once you've made a really kind of good pair of tailored trousers, I think you could, you know, you can make them every year. The other thing that you could do if you wanted is that you could cut these off and make them into shorts as well. I think they'd look really cute as like a little pair of tailored shorts. Yeah, it's a really good pattern, so definitely go and have a look at it. So next up, we've got the Lunar lounge set from Jennifer Lauren Handmade. This is a PDF only pattern. It comes in sizes 6 to 34. Now there's a split in the pattern, so in terms of the sizing, so UK size 6 to 24 comes with A to D cups, and size 16 to 34 comes with C to F cups. And the thing I love, so Jennifer Lauren always does bust cup options, which is fantastic. The other thing that's quite interesting, so if you're an A cup, there are no bust darts. But then, for example, if you're an F cup, there is a double bust dart. So there's a lot of like nice little details to make sure that this fits, because let's be honest, although these are a pair of pajamas, you want them to fit and to feel really like comfortable on you in bed. So let's have a look at the line drawing so we can see what is going on with this pattern. There is a really nice simple one. So the bottoms are elasticated waist, so they've got a pocket. You can make them in a short or a long version. The front is buttoned down the front, a little V-neck, which I really like. There's an option to have it sleeve, like kind of short sleeved or long sleeved, and the long sleeve version is slightly bell shaped, and it's got elasticated bit at the waist. There's this really nice version with the peplum back, so I'll show you this beautiful kind of curved seam detail with some gathering. This I think would be really nice because it would add a little bit of extra around the back in terms of when you're wiggling around. I don't know why I'm wiggling while I'm talking to you. Wiggling around at night time, you've got a bit more movement there. But I think these are a really nice take on a pair of pyjamas. They don't look like a traditional, they're slightly more feminine take on a pair of kind of traditional pyjamas. I think they're gorgeous. And actually the top version, I think that you could make this and have it as a blouse as well because it's a really nice shape. Yeah, and looks super cozy. Very chic to go to bed in something like this. Yeah, so new designers. So we've got one new designer on the site. So the New Craft House, who, if you haven't come across them before, which I'm sure you will have, they are a really amazing fabric shop based in East London. They do classes as well, and they sell dead stock fabric. So they get fabric from designers, end of line stuff. So they're really interesting to watch if you're looking for some interesting fabric, because they have small runs of fabric that you would never be able to get or can get again. And they also teach quite a lot of these patterns as classes. So if you ever wanted to go and learn, you could go there. So they are PDF only. Size range for the 4 are size 6 to 34, so they've got a really good size range. They've got 2 trousers, they've got a pair of jeans and a kind of elasticated waist pair of trousers. They've got a waistcoat, and they've also got a dress called the Everyday House dress and top. So there are 4 really lovely patterns. All of these things I think would be really useful within your wardrobe. And I'll pop, I think I have said this, but I'll pop links to everything down below so you can go and have a proper look. So yeah, we're really happy to have them on the site. This is just a public service announcement. There's a new range of patterns from Simplicity there. Oh god, so hard to actually, I think it must be their late summer drop. There are about 30 patterns that have arrived. There are a couple of really nice Mimi G ones actually, and I'll show you some pictures so you can see some of the ones, but they have arrived. So if you want to go and have a look there, I'll pop a link to all of them because there's quite a lot to kind of trawl through. And last but not least, we had 5 new patterns from Sew Over It arrive, which are gorgeous. A couple of them are patterns that are kind of old patterns that they've kind of rejigged and re-put out there. But there are 2 patterns that I thought were worth mentioning because they're gorgeous. So the first one is the Una dress. If you haven't come across this one before, I think it's a really clever pattern. So if you look at the line drawing, it's actually a really simple shape. It's quite kind of like a shift, a kind of loose fitting shift shape. The thing that I liked about it is there's 2 variations. So there's one, it's kind of got a square neckline, strapped, quite a kind of decent straps as well, but it's got elasticated waist option where you sew a channel in the fabric and feed elastic through, or you can cut it straight and there's a belt option which you can just tie around and cinch it in at the waist. But I think this is a really nice shape. It's quite a useful shape. I think if you have got a late summer kind of early autumn holiday plans, this could be a really nice option. Although we've had very nice weather, so it could, you know, we could still be living in a heat wave in another month, who knows. So I thought that one was worth mentioning. This comes in sizes 6 to 30. It's a PDF only pattern, this one. And the other one from Sew Over It is the Isabel blouse and dress. This comes in sizes 6 to 30, and this one's also PDF only. Obviously, I will say that everything that I've mentioned as a PDF is available with a copy shop option. So I don't know if I've ever said, we offer kind of large scale printing. So if you basically can't be bothered to stick 75 pages together, you can just click a button if you're buying it, and we'll print it out and send it to you. So the instructions will be sent to you digitally, and then the pattern sheets arrive, so you don't have to stick them all together. So the Isabel blouse and dress. If I'm being completely honest, when I looked at the picture, the first kind of cover image, I was a bit like, meh. The blouse, it's a sweet blouse, but it didn't kind of set my world on fire. It's actually the dress version of this that I think is probably the more interesting of the 2. So if I show it to you, it's, I think this is such a useful and comfortable and nice summer dress. The line drawing, if we show you that, then we can talk about it a bit more. It's got raglan sleeves, V-neck, buttons down the front, no darts. It's quite a relaxed fit. It comes in different length options, so you can make it midi, a blouse obviously, and then kind of to the knee. But I think the shape is really flattering. I think it's something that lots of us would find really useful. And I think particularly the kind of midi longest version is really nice. And the photo actually of it on Rosie looks really fab. So that was the thing that of the patterns, I thought, oh, that version I think is probably the most interesting of them all. So that is it from us this week. I hope that was useful and you found something nice to sew, and have a lovely rest of your weekend, and we'll be back next week. Bye.